Move on to 8.11, the reinforced autoclaved aerated concrete. Mr Anderson, please. All these new... Oh, Mr Oliver. Oh, man. That's good to know. Thanks.
Thanks, Provost. Council, the paper details the management process and actions undertaken to date with respect to the assessment and identification of reinforced autoclaved aerated concrete, or RAAC, in public buildings. The Estates team, working with Protective Services, Building Standards and Building Maintenance, undertook initial studies and assessment, followed up by appointment of qualified specialists to undertake site visits and detailed surveys. 17 properties or part properties were identified across the education estate in the first tranche within the specific date range identified where RAAC could have been used during construction. In all locations, no RAAC was suspected or found. We are now extending the scope beyond the education estate, and a further report will be brought forward in early course. Council is recommended to note the actions to date and outcomes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr Oliver. Councillor Virgo.
Thanks, Provost. Good to see that we're hopefully getting on top of this. Just a general question, I don't know whether we have an answer yet. Have the government given any indication of support that they may provide, and will that potentially come at the expense of any funding that they may have been planning to provide for the education estate?
Mr Oliver.
Thanks, Councillor Virgo. No indication to date with regards to additional funding. That may be different if we do discover any RAAC or had discovered any RAAC, but no indication of any funding thus far.
We're quite happy to note this report then. Okay. Moving on